Welcome back to the final Swiss round. That is round 8. On the left we have João Pedro Bottas, and then on the right hand side we have Ben Sherman from Manchester. So this is going to be a great one. This is a Nekroz mirror, and this is basically table 1. So I'm just bringing a nudge. They can start when they are ready. So that is all good. So here we go. The final round today, and then we're into top cut. It's currently 10 past 8 if you are from the UK. So we've been here since what? I've been here since 8:30.
About 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'm going on 12 hours now. So I'm lagging a little bit, so do apologise if I miss anything. But yeah, so looking at the deck lists, they look pretty similar.
Yes.
João is only playing one Trishula. And
Ben is also playing one Trishula.
Ben is also playing one Trishula. Now I feel Trishula's like a really strong play. Possibly more of one, but I guess they just don't think that it's good enough. They filled up the deck with 3 Valk, 3 Brio, 3 Unicorn, 2
The only
Brio.
thing I've found is Ben's actually playing Catasta.
Catasta? Now that's one that I haven't seen in a very long time.
Catasta.
So as they start off here, it looks like Zhao's going to be going first with the Rotor to search out the Shrift, no doubt. So Caster, if you're unsure what it does, I'm sure you do. Damage step, usual stuff, and that's kind of basic. But it applies for the monster from the extra deck.
Yeah.
So he discards the Brio, and here we go with shenanigans. Don't really need to say too much about this, but yeah, we shall see. So he adds the I wasn't sure what he added there. I missed that one. But here we go. So we have the Kaleidoscope, getting rid of the Shrift. And then Valko comes out. Valko?
Valko.
Valko.
What, so you and Falco
today? I know, yeah, Falco. So he did add the Valkyris to hand.
Yeah. With Brian. So then he's added Brian with the Shrift.
And then he's going to tribute.
And then his tribute
2 to draw.
To draw 2.
Which is an MST. And a Book of Moon. So the MST is not really going to be useful in this matchup. Or maybe Vanities and TT if he does draw them. But hey ho, we shall have to see how it goes.
If you don't know who Ben Sherman is, he's not this year's national winner, but last year's national winner with Mermails.
Indeed, yeah, he was playing Mermails back in the prime.
Yeah, and it was the quickest 2-0.
Yeah, it was crazy.
In nationals in
history,
the UK. Yeah.
It's crazy. So we have the
Clausulus?
See, I can't speak. Clausulus, whichever.
But yeah,
my brain's getting a little bit fuzzy now. So he adds Nekroz Mirror.
And then banishes the Cycle and the Clausulus to get a Kaleidoscope. No, a Cycle.
So is Ben playing Decisive Armor? I can't... Yeah, he is.
Yes,
so, Kurang 64, they are both playing one copy of Decisive Armor, which is kind of the thing now a lot of people do, because it is a great card, especially in Nekroz getting a bit of a hit. Yeah. So pass turn, and Ben has a lot of cards in his hands that can be useful. He has a Manju.
He has the Catasta in hand. He has the Valk. He has the Manju. He has a Thunder King, I think. Yeah, he just played one Thunder King. So
wow.
But he has no spells and traps to back it up.
He doesn't play many though.
No, only Vanities and Torrential.
And only Vanities would really help
at this moment in time.
So he might be considering, just going for the pluses with the Manju, and possibly make the Thunder King last a little bit later on.
Yeah, you want to summon Thunder King when you want to push.
Yeah,
especially when your opponent can't do nothing. But with him having Book of Moon in his hand, I don't think obviously Thunder King would be a great option at the moment, but he doesn't know that.
Just turning off my radio there, sorry. You didn't hear it. So he just swings for the 1/4.
Yep.
So, Manju. Do we think Manju's going to get hit?
Well, in OCG, Manju has been hit, and Senju as well.
Senju's also at 1.
But they haven't. I don't think they've hit. Oh, and Unicorn was to 1.
Unicorn went to 1.
But Bryanak hasn't been touched.
Nope.
But would you think Bryanak is the actual main card of the deck,
No,
or would you think Unicorn?
I don't think so. Unicorns are pretty bad. The fact that you go the Kaleidoscope Unicorn Plus, it's just so good and it's so easy to do.
And the fact that you can ditch it to add a Nekroz back to
that is the crazy thing. So we saw the MST hit the only one copy of TT. And that is one of 2 traps that Ben plays in the main. The other one is Vanity's Fiend, Emptiness even.
Vanity's Emptiness. Yeah.
Vanity's Fiend.
It's been a long day.
It's been a very long day, yeah. Ben isn't maining 1 Karma Cut Grimjow, because we have the deck list in front of us.
Yeah.
And if he does have Karma Cut in the deck, then we have a problem.
We do have a massive problem.
So he responds with his own Manju. So Zhao is going in here.
So any ritual monster.
Yeah. The reason why I like Zhao's second name or surname Bottas is because I'm an F1 fan, so Valtteri Bottas is one of the F1 drivers.
And his middle name is Pedro, that you could have signed this season, but unfortunately not.
But it's fine. So he adds the Kaleidoscope with the Manju.
So he has the Bryanak, and I believe that's a Unicorn.
Unicorn would be pretty strong.
No, he must have been.
Well, he's adding the Unicorn to hand with the Brio.
Probably.
Thing is, do we know if Ben has... Well, Ben doesn't have any Nekroz in the grave, so he isn't live if he does have Valkyris. And I think that maybe Zhao could push through here. So he goes for the Unicorn. Unicorn sending the Arclight. Arclight will add a card. It's annoying, that glare, but we kind of need it for the light since it's getting dark now.
So he added the Unicorn to send back to get the Shrip.
Yep. So he should be going for a Trish here.
But does he have Trish?
He doesn't. He has the Valkyris.
He has the Valk, that's it.
So Valk's still pretty strong.
He's just going to... Ooh. So he sends the Shrip to bring out...
So he brings out the Valkyris. So we have Manju, Unicorn, Valkyris on board.
So he's getting the Shrip. So he's pushing for game.
Yeah, and there's the...
So you should have the... I think he had a mirror in hand.
I think he does.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the Shrip.
That's game.
So this is going to be a very swift game now because there's nothing Ben can actually do unless there's like an MSC Effect Veiler, but I do believe he does not have it.
No, he doesn't actually.
And he doesn't main it.
Yeah.
So there we go, the scoop up, and a very swift OTK there by Zhao in 8 minutes. So looking at the side, I imagine they've both got a little bit of hate for each other.
Well, to be fair, pretty much nearly the same. Zhao has 2 Denko, 2 Fire, 2 Ice, 1 Raigeki, 1 Breakthrough, 1 Shared Ride, 1 Retaliating Sea, 2 Mind Crush, 2 Decree, and 1 Fairy Wind.
And Ben is also siding 2 Denko Seka, 2 Fire, and Ice Hand each, 2 Lancia, 1 third MST. And then we have 2 Dark Hole, 2 Royal Decree, and a Debunk. Debunk will be certainly going into this match.
Definitely.
Just to even stop the Valkyris in hand. So that's even so strong.
You wouldn't really want to side in your Dark Holes unless you're wanting to push for game.
I don't think Dark Hole would be a very good choice, really, because they kind of... a lot of Nekroz go... Lancia would be good.
Lancia would be really good.
But Nekroz kind of need to push in, and Dark Hole...
Yeah.
You don't really need it all that much. I think Dark Hole's more for any anti-meta or rogue or any locks like that that I do believe that it would be best served for.
But for Zhao, would probably be a Breakthrough skill, you think? And a Mind Crush would be a...
Shared Ride will be going in as well.
Yeah. So that's...
Mind Crushers will definitely be going in.
Yeah.
No need for Denko Seka or Fire Hand or Ice Hand because you can play around the hands with the Trishula. So it's... good players will literally not even bother doing it.
So Retaliating Sea.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff there, but we shall see how it goes. So they have finished siding now, and we are going into game 2. Someone said Nekroz matches are so boring. Well, Unfortunately, that's what we've
That's
got
the
at the
meta.
top.
It's like
Yeah.
dragons.
Currently, that's meta. Yeah. Oh my God, dragons. Ah, I played in that format. I played in like basically
My
every
first
format.
YCS was London in the dragon format.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh my
fun.
God, that was so long.
Ben has drawn, so that's fine. So, obviously, Zhao's going to be going first because Ben will let him go first.
Yeah. So Zhao has got a
Gungnir.
Gungnir, it looks like a unicorn, Maxi Rota, and a Colossus.
And the Colossus hits the board. Dragons were fun to watch, I do agree. A lot of people said that the whole mirror match wasn't skillful.
Yeah.
It bloody was.
It was.
That was one of the toughest mirror matches in a long time. If you compare it to like Spellbook mirror match,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
more dumb. But it wasn't as skillful as such. Because it was kind of more of a get the had it
What, for
on
spell
two
books?
hands. Yeah, get
It
the
was
Jaugen on board, and that was kind of it.
Well, it's when Dragons first came out, obviously, Spellbook of Judgment, oh my God, it was broken, obviously.
Broken, man.
It was broken, man.
I remember Judgment. I was helping judge my previous locals in Bristol, and we saw one Judgment, and then I got my sneak peek packs for being a judge for comp, and pulled Judgment,
Wow.
and sold it on the spot for £90. I was like,
Well,
yeah, this is fine by me.
Draco Sax as well.
Draco Sack as well, yeah. That was at Nationals, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
kind of big and it was very expensive. I heard a couple of cries of joy from people who got them in their participation packs, which was very entertaining to watch. And then everyone would swarm over because they need the Draco Sacks. So not much is really happening. You can kind of see it. Kind of speaks for itself. We have the Valk in hand, and he's going to just do the exact same plays he did first turn, getting rid of the Sorcerer.
Wow, Prep and Ascendu.
Wow. So he's already he has not normal summoned either. So he can use that Senju.
And he's got a Vault hand as well.
So let's just basically mill the deck and thin the deck and
Deck
everything.
thingy,
And
yeah.
let's go from there. So he's got what, 7 cards in grave already. It's pretty strong.
Certainly is.
And the preparation of rights is
Bridge.
so big.
Probably get the Bryonic. Oh, the Unicorn. Unicorn will be a good shout. He's going to have back
So
the...
he's gonna have the cycle, and I think it's Trishula.
You can't Trish.
Oh no, sorry, he can't. It's probably the Brio then. What is it?
No, it's
Brio.
Bryonic, yeah.
Yep, it's Brio. So that is fine. So now it's Ben's turn after.
Ben's got Debunk.
Oh, that's so
Rota.
big. They're going for the Shret. But he has the debunk, so he needs to use that very cleverly. Make sure that it doesn't get MST by Zhao. I wonder if Zhao's kept in his MSTs.
Do you reckon? Would you keep using your MSTs?
Probably not.
Yeah.
He doesn't even main MS. Oh no, he does. He mains 3. But he's dropped the Max C on the Kaleidoscope. So the Unicorn comes out, draws the cards, then Arclight resolves.
So he draws into a cycle. So he's got 2 cycles in hand.
At this point, there's probably no need. I mean, you've got the debunk, so you
You've
can
got the
feel
debunk.
pretty safe behind that, knowing that you can use it at worst case on the Valk when you go possibly try and push for game.
Yeah. So he's added the Bryonic off the Herald of Pure Light.
Yeah.
So that probably, would you say, probably get a Valk? I would get a Valk just so it covers...
I get the Valk
covers-
just to make
covers
sure.
yourself.
And he does. It's a safe play.
It's really safe.
Um,
the fact that he got OTK'd last time without
Exactly.
nothing.
He kind of... I'm pretty sure Ben will know that, but unfortunately he kind of didn't draw as well as he would have expected to. And that did just leave him open.
Ooh.
So that's the Thunder King.
Thunder King.
So he's followed up the Thunder King and the...
So he's
the
attacking for 19.
yeah, so I would imagine the Valk will be played here. Yeah, so there goes the Valk. He's going to banish the Sorcerer.
To be fair, if Ben did have a Valk last game, when he got OTK'd, Zhao did have the Book of Moon to stop the Valk.
Very true, yeah. And it would have been enough, I think, still on board.
Yeah.
So they're just shuffling up. So he obviously activated the Valk, so there's no damage. Battle phase is ended. Ben is in main phase 2, setting that all-important debunk. So he draws the Shared Ride.
Shared Ride.
So now, but it's kind of pointless considering the Thunder King's out.
Yeah.
So are there any? I think there are spells in the grave. In hand to actually make a summon. But you'll probably definitely set that Shared Ride
Definitely.
as a bluff to keep Ben guessing.
Ben is in a pretty strong position at this moment. Oh, he's past turn. Has he passed turn?
No, I think he was possibly going to, and then told him to wait. He's going to set that and then
So
pass.
he's setting shared ride.
And Ben draws into a Valk.
Is it a Valk?
It looks like a Valk to me.
Could have been as decisive armour, but we'll see.
We shall certainly see soon. So he's just going to check his grave. Obviously he has Valk targets, but he doesn't have a Valk in hand.
No.
I don't believe. And Zhao could possibly be OTK'd here if Ben plays this right. He's just doing a couple of maths to see. Currently we have, 4-3 on board.
4-3.
And he's just going to attack.
4-2.
4-2, yeah, that is right, 4-2. So it leaves Zhao on 3,800 life points and passes turn. He draws a Senju. That's really not useful.
It's not useful.
That Thunder King Ryo is still there. Zhao's looking a little bit concerned.
I remember going to my last regional, which was in Sheffield, and I was playing Shadow, but we're taking Thunder King, and everyone was like, "Why are you taking Thunder King?" And it was obviously one of them plays that you can push for, you can sit behind.
Yeah.
I played against a Nekroz player, and he literally had a Thunder King, a Winder, and a Denko, and he couldn't do anything. He scooped within 5 minutes. That was game 3.
So we saw Zhao get rid of the 2 Senjus in hand, and he's going to try and attack over, but obviously he's going to get Valked. Because there's no reason not to Valkyrie here. He needs to keep that pressure on board. And I'm pretty sure he will have an answer for the Valkyrie.
Yes.
And especially if he tries to tribute here as well. He could think about the debomb, but no.
So even Ben's just drawn a Senju, which won't help him at this moment in time.
This man's just making a bit of a grimaced face, but I'm not entirely sure why.
He's in a good position,
He
but
is in a good position. So he's going to overlay.
you have to overlay. You have to go into a cast down.
Now the problem is
Ooh,
that he's going to go for the Diamond Direwolf, and there is a mistaken arrest down. I think. Oh no, shared ride. Sorry, shared ride.
Oh, he's popping the shared ride.
And that's going to be activated.
But Ben does have a Valk in hand.
He does, yeah.
So he might just pass for next turn.
Shared ride, if you're unsure what it does, because it has been activated. After this card resolves, each time your opponent adds cards from their deck or graveyard to their hand this turn, except by drawing them, you immediately draw 1 card. You can only activate once per turn. So Ben's just laying out his graveyard to see what he can do with it.
You don't really want to use your Valk up.
No, you really don't. So he's going to activate Kaleidoscope's effect, which is a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Because looking at his hand...
He's got to send you
So Zhao's going to be drawing here.
a mirror.
Yeah.
Gets a mirror.
And he activates the cycle. So he gets rid of the Dance Princess.
For the Unicorn. And then the Unicorn will probably get the Valk, I believe, or Bryanek. Ah, Bryanek.
He summons the Senju. He's really going in here.
He's really trying to push the game.
The problem is now Zhao draws that Valkyrie.
If he draws that Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So it's a Mind Crush. It's a Bryanek that he's drawn so far.
Yeah, Ben's just decided to commit to the board. Zhao has 3,800 life points. Ben is on 8k still.
Ooh.
He's going for the Trish.
He's going for the Trish.
And this will probably be just leaving it at this and hoping this goes through. I didn't see what Zhao drew.
Drew the breakthrough,
yeah. So that's not going to help him in this situation, and I think this is probably Ben's game. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
Scoops it up. So we go to game 3 in 19 minutes.
It's quicker than all today so far.
I know, yeah. So we're doing well. So we're going into game 3 now. Each of them have a game. So Trish coming down and winning the game for
again
both players. Very interesting, very interesting. This is why I like Trish. I think it's just so good. The card's just so amazing.
Trish is amazing. The fact that now it's come back as a synchro.
It's a synchro as well.
And the new synchro structure deck's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh my god.
Synchro structure deck this week?
I think so, yeah.
This week, 100%, I know that. So, how's everyone getting on in the chat? Are we all, we've got a fair few people watching, but no one talking. Hacksaw Hughes, I'm sure will be,
he's our number one fan.
Oh yeah, he'd be springing into
Ben
life.
Hacker, quarter chicken. No, it can't be quarter chicken. Full chicken now.
Full chicken, man. Gotta do that full chicken. So, is there anything that you would consider siding out? Maybe if you were forced to go second or first, which Ben will be forced to go first.
It's a tricky one, to be fair, because I'm not as good with Nekroz now than I was before.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I'd say I would leave it as it is, because obviously it's worked. But I don't think Mind Crush is a good thing.
Yeah.
But obviously going second, you don't really want to go in second.
Yeah, exactly. So, going into this final game, we have basically 19 minutes for this round, so I'm pretty sure this round will finish before time, which is always nice. So, Ben draws the debunk. Ben has the debunk straight away. Looks like he also has a Senja in hand, and that's about all I can see because he's shuffling so quick. And maybe a Rotor.
So he has got a Senju in hand.
Yeah, and a debunk as well.
Debunk. And I think
it's a Rotor, but I can't tell. So, Zhao was opened up with a Raigeki,
Brio to get the Valk, you reckon?
Frog General got the Pepsi going, good lad. I'm on water, because I can't have so much sugar now, because I'll just crash otherwise, it's just too much sugar. Can't do it. So I'm on the water. If I don't have like 2 or 3 litres of water a day, I feel horrible, just because I'm so used to having so much water now. I'm on a health kick, alright?
Me too.
So it is the Rotor that I saw.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to get the Shrip. Yeah, I have lovely smoothies in the mornings now. I make my own smoothies, and this morning's comprised of ice, soy milk, banana, pineapple, and kale. Kale.
Ugh.
So basically the drink's completely green. It's a light green.
Just put asparagus.
It's lovely though, it's lovely, I swear to God. So he's discarded the Brio here. You can see we're getting a little bit senile. We need to make this chat interesting now because you know what's happening. So he's going to drop the Maxi on this, so he's going to get one draw at least. And when Ben was looking at his extra deck before, Zhao was probably thinking, yeah, please go into your extra deck, make those plays so I can start dropping these Maxis on you. So, very important. It looks like Zhao has a Unicorn Senju as well. 24 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, you know.
No, 8 hours is too much.
8 hours is not too much, never. Sorry, and just past his turn. Draws another Maxi. Pretty
Goes
strong.
into a Maxi.
Yeah. So, if you didn't hear, or you probably wouldn't have heard, it was announced today at the Open, at the start of the tournament, that next year we are going to be hosting a 2-day Brotherhood event.
Wow.
You heard it here.
Amazing.
2-day Brotherhood event. We are going to have a completely different venue. We're going to do everything massive. Yeah, this venue won't hold it. And we're basically going to need to have big numbers. Probably going to need to be about double the numbers we have now.
Definitely. To
make it a day 2.
He's doing it on a sneak peek weekend as well. So we'll be able to do a side on sneak peeks.
we'll be able to do all that. So, did he say when it was going to be?
No, sometime next year.
Okay.
So I reckon after Christmas.
Yeah, so anyone in Europe, you should definitely try and come over for that. Because it's going to be in London. London's really easy to get to. And accommodation's pretty easy to find.
It is for me. We've got friends.
with like paid accommodation, we'll be able to help you out with all that.
Yeah,
you can always just ask me. I can give you good hints and tips on like B&Bs, which are bed and breakfasts. They're a lot cheaper than actual hotels. But if you do come over with a lot of people, obviously it's a lot cheaper. There are also hostels, which is a much easier, much cheaper way to do it as well. Depends on your experience with them. The London hostels some can be a bit dodgy and others can be completely fine.
My first YCS was at a hostel. It was horrible.
No, I've never been in a hostel because I just don't like it.
Now,
I just paid for the money. I like, don't care. I'll pay for the hotel. I just don't care.
But yeah, definitely you if you can, try and make it over.
Yeah, definitely come over for that. It'd be really fun. I'm gonna try and make that the biggest event in the UK.
Well, today is one of the biggest event. This is non-official.
Today is the biggest. Well, even so, it's the biggest event bar YCS and regional in the UK. That includes YCS and nationals.
Yes.
Regionals, with the biggest one was 208, which was in Southampton last year.
Yeah.
Or the year before, and today was 221. So we have 221 players. So we have beaten everything. So we're pretty proud of it, to be honest.
Very good.
So it's basically a mirror board, apart from one having Senju. In fact, no, they both have Senju.
They both have Senju and Unicorn.
Mirror board, apart from the debunk set.
Yes.
So yeah, we don't really need to say much. Why no Heralds on stream? No one was playing Herald.
Yeah,
that's why. There was a Fairy player, but that's it. Unfortunately, if there was a Herald player, I would have been like, if I know you and I know you're good, you're being round one. Otherwise, yeah.
That Herald of Perfection.
Herald of Perfection, too good. Herald of Ultimateness, too good. And the irony that is not ultimate.
Oh well.
I'm still angry at a certain person at Konami for that. But I shall not name names.
This is where you name the person.
No, I'm good. I won't name the person. So Zhao's just having a good think here. What he wants to do. He can overlay into a rank 4.
I think it's pretty pointless because there is a unicorn on the field.
I do agree. If you can summon something over like 2-2, 2-3, then it would be good. But I don't think he has all that much. Doesn't look like it.
No.
No. No, I do know their name. I do actually know the person. Whoever that is, I can't really tell because the text is too horrible. I do know who it is, but I'm actually not going to say that.
Yeah, we're not going to say.
I don't want to start slagging off
Konami officials.
Which I wouldn't anyway. He's actually a friend, so it's fine. Any Arrow Mages? We had no Arrow Mages whatsoever. Which is actually quite surprising. I would have thought we would have some. So yeah, this is the last round. It was 20-9 now, so it's getting late. It's getting late.
It's getting really late.
It's getting really late.
But we have a top 8, top 4.
We still have 2-3 rounds after this.
It's fine. We'll pull through.
We'll pull through. So someone said slow play warning. It's fine. I'm judge, so there's not slow play warning. It's fine by me. And here is the debunk on the Nekroz of Brionarch.
Yeah. Would he get banished?
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like Maxi.
Should be fine. I do believe.
Because I believe Maxi, if you drop it and debunk it, it doesn't get banished, but the effect is negated.
It activates in hand or grave. Negate the activation if you do banish.
Ooh, Raigeki.
So, just updating. Brio isn't banished. That's all I wanted to say. That's it.
Yeah, I thought that. But that's also a good thing for Zhao, because he has got extra Nekroz in the graveyard.
Yeah.
For Valve.
Exactly. The way that, if you want to know the way that it works with debunk is, you were very right in saying that Maxi. It's because it activates in the hand and it's a cost to discard.
Yes.
It negates the effect in hand. It negates the effect because it activates in hand. It's not there anymore to be banished.
Yes.
So that is why. But it's still good because it can still stop the effect and it's a nice 1-for-1. But unfortunately, yeah. It's mainly there to really stop the Valks, I do believe. I think Ben was under the impression, obviously, that it does banish it, which made it much better in his eyes, but unfortunately.
Unfortunately not.
So you see, we make sure to catch them. It's all good.
So having a clear board now and having been debunked his Bryanak, would you just push for damage now?
100% push.
Because he's only got one card in hand.
100%.
But I think Ben just valked, so he's going into a.
Going into an Exceed play, yeah.
Going to Exceed. Would you go into Rhapsody, or would you rather go into a Daigusto Emerald?
It all depends on how many spells he has in the grave.
Yes.
If he has only two or less ritual spells, then I would go for the Rhapsody, because it means that he can't start recycling the spells.
Well, he's just banished the Valk and the Kaleidoscope.
So it means that he probably only has one in grave. I think he's only activated one. Not sure who the contenders are yet for top 8, but we shall certainly see. I think these both players are at X1 or XO. Yeah, not entirely
X1.
sure. X1, so whoever loses out of this is probably not going to hit top cut.
Unfortunately.
So after this round, I'm going to play with the lighting a little bit. I'm going to turn off that light that's directly above them to see if it doesn't affect it all that much. Because there are other lights in the room. There's basically 4 lights, and there's 2 controlled by a switch.
Yes.
So those 2, and then 2 very ends. So
yep.
We'll see how that goes. I will also be posting the standings. Don't worry. Linley's probably in the top cut. That's certainly true, because even if he loses, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's just still top with his tiebreakers.
To Hacker Hughes, Mr. Igo is now X3, I believe.
Yeah, so he won't be able to top at all. So the Brio's going to attack the Rhapsody. Rhapsody only has 1/2 defense, so that's a pretty easy one for you. And Ben's going to pass with 3 cards in hand. So he added the Unicorn off the Manju. That's what he was just double checking. And Zhao draws, and I didn't see what that was. That is another Manju. Wow, what a draw! What a draw! Carl Blake X1.
X2.
Oh, he's X2, so it's going to be very difficult for him to get into the top cut. I think maybe one X2 might get in.
Possibly. All on tiebreakers.
So it's unfortunate. Normally we do a top 16.
We do, but
we literally don't have the time. And the school it's a normal school day tomorrow, because we are in a school. So there's only a certain amount of time which we can actually be here.
I thought it was summer holidays.
Is it? I don't know.
Still
Or there's something going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the school.
So off Manju, he's adding the Valk. So Gunny is attacking over Manju, which is 1100, and then the Manju to the face, which makes it 25.
Taking 25, is that?
Yes.
Was it the Manju and...
There was the...
yeah, okay, I see. I was just checking something, that's all.
So Ben summons the Manju. What would you get in this instance? Would you get a... He doesn't have any ritual spells in the graveyard, so...
No, because the only one was banished.
Yeah. Ben is not in a strong position at this moment. But maybe going for the cycle. Trishula. He's thinking about Trishula. Bryanak. So Ben has got the Vanities, a Maxi, and believe, see that, and a Unicorn, which he's discarded for Klausless. Which, yeah, he's got him possibly going for a Trish player.
Possibly, yeah. As regards to someone asking about deck profiles, I've got 2 deck profiles, which is the Cosmos at round 7, I think it was.
Yes.
And also the same Shadow Performer Mage from round 7 too. I'm also going to have the Clown Blade, which we had earlier on stream. That is also X1. And I'll also have the Infernoid, which was in the last round.
So Zhao does have a Maxi and also a Valk.
Wow.
To stop the players being pushed.
So Zhao's really in command here. So addicted to mint. There is no top 16, but there is a top 8. So Trishul is added to hand.
The mighty Trish.
The mighty Trish might strike again.
Might be going to an Exceed play. Would you think if he can, if he do, I think he may have another mirror in hand to spin off the Unicorn, and then, or spin off the Manju, then Trish the Unicorn to banish it.
Possibly. He's also thinking of Giant Hand too, because obviously Giant Hand wouldn't work under Castell.
No.
Sorry, under Unicorn. But if he can make a play to get rid of that Unicorn with the Trish, then maybe so. So he's going into the Diamond Direwolf, possibly.
He wouldn't be. Well, he's got a Unicorn. Oh no, is it Gugnir, I believe?
Is it Gugnir? I can't tell. If he's
Can't
got
tell
Gugnir on board, then that's fair enough. Oh, it is Gugnir, yeah. I thought it was a Unicorn.
Yeah,
so it's a Gugnir. Apologies about that.
Wow, he's got double Valk and Bryanak in hand.
Zhao's in a very strong position.
Wow. So he's destroying the Gugnir.
There is 4 minutes left on the round, just so you know. That's the people on the the Twitch, not the people on stream, obviously. So I'm just going to remind them.
Yep. So he's thinking about responding to the Diamond Direwolf, but I don't see how Zhao can respond to the Diamond Direwolf.
No.
Unless he's trying to stall for time.
What I've said them to fight for 5 minutes they've got left, which is technically just a minute more just to give them time. Because it is the last one, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So he's Valked as well?
No, I think he's activated Gugnir's effect, possibly.
To destroy Diamond Direwolf? What?
Let me just double check. During either play's turn, you can discard. No, during either play's turn, you can discard one Nekroz card, then target one card in the field, destroy it.
Okay. So Ben has got the mirror.
Yeah. If he summons Trish, though, he's not going to be able to resolve the effect. And that is main phase 2, I think.
So he's attacking.
Oh no, yeah, he's attacking. He's drawn off the Maxi. And that's the first damage he's taken, I do believe.
Yep. But he does have a Valk in hand.
If he wants to use it.
So
he's just trying to push for damage now because it's coming close to time.
Yep. Would you Valk or would you save it?
I'd Valk. 100% Valk. You're on 8k and that'll put you lower than him. So you need to start, you know.
So it's past turn. Wow, he draws into another Valk.
That's so good. The luck is really, and you can see I'm laughing a little bit. The luck is really with Zhao here.
So is he going to manage to get a mirror and then ditch the Bryanak for a Trish and Trish Ben himself?
Maybe, yeah. So we're just gonna see now. I'm just gonna make sure that he isn't stalling for time. I'm also gonna get a judge just to come over and watch this match now because we'll be going into time soon.
So having a Mind Crush, a Valk, and a Bryanak in hand. Wow, he's in such a good position, especially when it's coming to time. And with 8k. So he's banishing the Gugnir and Kaleidoscope to get a mirror. Nekroz of mirror, I believe. Well, I think this has already been decided, to be fair. It would be really good to see if Ben can push back, as it's coming up to time. So he gets a cycle to hand. And he's also getting another mirror. So now it is time on the round. So still contemplating his options. So 0 to 3, and Ben has 5,500, and Zhao has 8k.
Yep.
But Zhao,
interestingly, Ben also has the vanities face down still.
Is it a vanities?
I think so.
If that is a vanities, that is
big.
That is really big.
Yep. He's also used 3 Valks, I think.
He's got another Valk in hand.
That'll be his final Valk. And it is a vanities.
Yes.
Wow!
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 And he hasn't got any response.
There is 0 response.
No response.
That is huge. Has he got any normal summonable monsters?
No, not in hand.
Wow. And he has 1 Valk.
He has 1 Valk.
And they are in time now, so Ben will have 2 more turns after this. So I'm just trying to look. He's got a Mind Crush. He's got the Shrit, Valk,
and a mirror.
And a mirror. A mirror is dead.
Well, yep. Unless he has to set the Shrit.
Set the Shrit, but it's going to die.
Yep.
It's the best thing you can do right now to set that Shrit. I mean, he has 1 mirror engrave, which he could possibly recycle, which he's thinking about doing, and he does. Vanities is if Ben wins, that's Vanities winning 3 games, yes, basically today on stream
so far.
Yeah. Wow.
Special Vanities with Trish.
Yeah.
Too strong.
Too strong, man. Too strong. So with 3 Valks being seen for Mr. Bottas here, yeah, this is going to be difficult. One of his, are both his Valks banished? No, one Valk is banished.
1 Valk's banished. One's in the grave. 1 is in hand. So he
just sets the mirror.
So
I think it was.
Sets the Mind Crush.
It's a Mind Crush. That's fine, because Ben's just going to start swinging.
Ben has to start swinging. Yep. So that's 2-7, but obviously he's going to Valk. Yeah.
The interesting thing is, if Zhao doesn't draw anything, and next turn Ben just attacks,
yep.
That's it, because that'll leave Zhao on 5-3.
No.
Retaliating C. All he can do is set and hope. He could set the Shrit.
He could set the Shrit.
Set the Shrit.
Set the Shrit. Yep.
Yeah. Cut the shit. Set the Shrit.
It's a tongue twister.
And this is the biggest it's been now. This is all or nothing.
These two are fighting for the top 8.
Yeah, this is basically top 8.
Yeah,
so that Shrit's going to be set.
Has to be set.
It's so interesting, because if he sets, Ben has to go all out. Because he cannot win otherwise. So he's just going to set the Shrit, which has 2,000 defense, I think it is.
I don't think Ben has a way back. He drew max C.
So he's going to think now.
Because even if he attacked over Trish with Shrit, I believe, he still hasn't got enough damage on board to take 2,500, even to get level. No, it's a Rota, an MST.
Oh, he's going to MST.
Wow.
Now, is he going to call the Mind Crush? That's actually perfect.
If he does.
You might as well.
Right. Yeah.
You might as well. There's literally no point not activating this Mind Crush now, because you have nothing in hand, you don't have another turn, and you might as well do it. What would you call? What would be the biggest thing that you could call?
Go for Valk.
You could go for Valk, because
Brio,
Brio or Valk could be a good one. Now, I can't remember if Ben has actually searched out that Valk. Or maybe if he's stopped it, I don't. If he's seen it, I don't know. He's still thinking. We also have a judge here, and so he was standing watch your head duel now, the head judge. So if there won't be any slow playing, and there's also no point slow playing at this point because we're already in time. It's the last round, and in all fairness, to give credit to both of them, they do need to think about this very hard.
Well, I don't know why. No,
he's just gonna let it go. I don't see why you wouldn't activate it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So what did he draw?
He drew a Max. Is a Maxion board?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think Ben understands that he hasn't got it. So yeah, that is it. Unfortunately, he couldn't get out. He was doing really well, but he just couldn't get there. So unfortunately, Ben Sherman does lose this one, and Zhao goes on to win, to be the X1. And we will certainly see now how it goes. So stick around for this top 8, which should hopefully starting very soon, because this obviously did go into time.
Yep.
So I shall see you very soon, guys, and we shall catch you in just a short.